Unveiling the Truths. The town of Greyhaven was built on silence. Not the peaceful kind, but the heavy, practiced quiet of people who had learned that asking questions only led to trouble. Old brick buildings leaned toward each other like conspirators, and every streetlight flickered as if it were unsure whether it should illuminate anything at all. Elias Moore returned to Greyhaven after 15 years away, carrying nothing but a small suitcase and a truth he had avoided his entire life. He had been a child when his father disappeared. No body, no explanation, only rumors that spread like mold. Whispers of betrayal, corruption, and a final night at the old municipal archive. Elias remembered the way his mother stopped speaking about his father altogether, as if silence could erase pain. When she died, she left him one thing: a leather-bound notebook hidden beneath the floorboards. Inside were dates, names, and symbols Elias did not understand at the time. But now, standing in the town where lies had been carefully preserved, he knew the notebook was a map. Elias took a job as a night clerk at the local library, a forgotten place rarely visited by anyone except dust. The position gave him access to records older than the town's carefully edited history. Every night, he read until his eyes burned: newspapers, council minutes, archived letters. Patterns emerged slowly, like an image developing in darkroom chemicals. Funds that vanished, witnesses who retracted statements, incidents that were never officially recorded, and always the same names. One name stood out more than the rest: Harold Finch, former town council head, still respected, still powerful. Finch was praised as the man who saved Greyhaven from economic collapse. Yet every document Elias found suggested something darker: embezzlement disguised as recovery, crimes buried beneath prosperity. The notebook confirmed it. Elias's father had been an investigative accountant, hired quietly to audit the town's finances. The last entry was chillingly brief: "I know the truth now. If anything happens to me, the archive holds proof." The archive. It was sealed after a mysterious fire years ago. Breaking into it was easier than Elias expected. The locks were old, and the town's security cameras had blind spots no one bothered to fix. Inside, the air smelled of ash and rot. Burned shelves stood like skeletons, but hidden behind a false wall, Elias found metal filing cabinets untouched by fire. The documents inside told a story no one wanted exposed. Greyhaven had been built on stolen money. Federal funds diverted into private accounts, businesses used as laundering fronts, and citizens paid to stay quiet. Elias's father had discovered everything. Finch and others had confronted him, offering silence in exchange for safety. His father refused. The official report had claimed he left town voluntarily. The truth was written in a signed order authorizing permanent removal. Elias's hands shook as he photographed every page. But truth alone was dangerous. When Finch learned someone was asking questions, the town changed its tone. Conversations stopped when Elias entered a room. His tires were slashed. Anonymous notes appeared on his door with a single warning: "Leave the past buried." Instead, Elias contacted an independent journalist in the city, sending copies of the files. The response was immediate and cautious. "This could destroy people," she said over the phone. "It already has," Elias replied. The article was published 3 days later. Greyhaven woke up to headlines it could not ignore. Investigations followed. Bank accounts were frozen. Arrests were made. Finch appeared on television, denying everything, his confident smile cracking under pressure. The town's silence shattered into arguments, grief, and anger. Some people thanked Elias quietly. Others blamed him for ruining their sense of peace. But peace built on lies, Elias realized, was never real. On the night Finch was taken into custody, Elias returned to the archive one last time. He placed his father's notebook on a shelf and closed his eyes. For years, they hid the truth, he whispered. But truth doesn't die. It waits. As Elias left Greyhaven, dawn broke over the rooftops, light spilling into streets that had not seen clarity in decades. The town would never be the same, and neither would he, because uncovering the truth had cost him safety, comfort, and belonging. But it had given him something greater, justice, and the certainty that silence, no matter how long it lasts, can always be broken.